So this segment of the training will focus on elements of TRAIN that you may find useful in managing your MRC training. Again, my name is Teresa Winstanley, and I'm with the Virginia Department of Health Office of Risk Communication and Education in Richmond, Virginia. I'm new to the position, but I was previously the Peninsula MRC Coordinator for about 5 years. So thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to take you on about a 30-minute journey to some of the key elements of the learning management system known as TRAIN. But first, a little bit about TRAIN. The TRAIN Virginia Learning Management System is designed to improve workforce, to include MRC volunteers, competencies, and to provide access to Virginia as well as national educational sources. TRAIN Virginia allows you to search for on-site or distance learning training opportunities, register online for training, conferences, meetings, etc., and keep a record of the training you've taken. Our learning objectives for this evening, call that up. What you're going to learn tonight is how to create a TRAIN Virginia account, although I hope that by the instructions that you've received, you have already attempted to do that. So if you have questions about anything that you might have encountered in doing that, then go ahead and enter them in the chat box. You'll also learn how to search and register for training, how to manage your training record, how to add non-train courses and certificates, and how to obtain your training transcript. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to establish my TRAIN session. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, if you haven't created your account, when you log into TRAIN, and it's simply va.train.org, that's the web address. When you come to the home screen, you'll see a big Create Account box that you'll want to click on. When you do that, you'll see a lot of prompts and information to fill out. But one thing I want to bring to your attention is that when you do become a member of TRAIN, you want to make sure that you affiliate yourself with the MRC unit from the drop-down menu. In doing this, the MRC unit leader can assist you with any issues that you may have regarding course registrations as you get utilizing TRAIN. I'm going to go ahead and log into TRAIN. I'm going to be looking at my account tonight. I'm an established user. So let me show you where you can verify that you have affiliated yourself with an MRC unit. So I'm going to click on My Account in the upper right-hand corner. Once I have my information in front of me, I want to click on the Groups tab at the top of the page. And then in the center of the screen, you want to go ahead and select Group. And we will be Region 3 over here on the right-hand side. So I'm going to use the drop-down list here. And I'm going to click on Region 3. And then it asks me to select my MRC state. And I'm going to select Virginia. And then I'm going to select my region or department. And this is where I would enter my unit information, so you can find it in the drop-down list. And I'm not going to affiliate myself with a unit because I am out of the Office of Risk Communication and Education now. So I'm going to go ahead and say cancel on that. So that's a little bit of information that's pertinent to managing your TRAIN account. So our next learning objective is how to search for and register for training. So let's start with the search functionality. Most of what you will need to access in TRAIN can be done from the Home button. So where you'll find that button is way over here in the left-hand side. Okay? So this brings me back to my main screen. In the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a box that says Search by Keyword or Course ID. If you know the course ID number, and most times you will if you're being asked to consider joining a training and you are doing it in Train, then you'll be given a Train course ID number with the announcement. So you'll go ahead and type that in the box here. And for purposes of tonight, I'm going to go ahead and search for the session that we are actually on right now, and that's 1055281. And I simply click search. And it will bring me right to the course that I'm interested in. But if you didn't know the course ID, you could actually just type in a couple of keywords. And I'm going to go ahead and type utilizing. Because that's part of the name of the course that I was told about. And so as you can see, by typing in that keyword, it brought me to the course. I could have selected the keyword you, but there's probably a lot of courses out there that might have the word you in it, and utilizing seems to be a word that would be less known to the system. And finally, you can click on the advanced search for additional search options. So if I click on advanced search, I'm given 2 more options. I can search our database of courses by selecting a search option, or I can browse through the entire database of public health education and training opportunities. So if I click on that, I have a few more options that I can select here, and I can type in you as well as here, utilizing here if I want to as well. Going back to advanced search, if I want to browse on courses, I can just simply click Browse. My suggestion, though, is that you either use the course ID number that's been provided to you or find a keyword that you can search on to find the course. Again, it's just a keyword search, so you don't need to know the name of the course in its entirety to be able to find it. So let's just say I've learned about a FEMA course that I would like to take that's required to be part of the pet sheltering team, but I don't know the course ID number. But somebody told me that it was IS 811, and that was the course that I was looking for in Train to try to take for the qualifications to serve on a pet shelter. So I can simply come here and click in the search box and type in 811 and click the search microphone magnifying glass, and as you can see, it found the course for me. Okay, so I have searched for a course, and now I'd like to register for it. So we're going to talk about the registration functionality. So once I have found the course and I see it in front of me, the course title is a hyperlink. So you can go ahead and click on the course. And then you have some tabs across the top. You have some details about the course that you can read. You can have the tab that says who the contact is for the course in case you have any questions about the course. You can look at reviews to see how many people have reviewed the course and what people are saying about the course. But the primary tab you want to do is you want to click on registration. Now I will tell you that I can see that I have a warning, the browser test failed. If I were to click on that right now, basically what it's doing is it's searching for compatibility for this course to the browser that I have. If you click on that, it will go through some tests, and it will tell you what you would need to do to make sure that course is compatible to the computer that you're utilizing. In this case, this course is a webinar. I'm sorry, it's not a webinar, it's an online course. So basically what I want to do here is because it is an online course, I would just go ahead and click the launch button. And then by doing that, the course would immediately launch for me. It would take me out to the FEMA website, I can tell you that. And then you can take the course there. You can take it at your own pace. When you register for a classroom course, a webinar, or a video teleconference, your name's going to be added to a roster in Train. So the course provider will be able to pull down a roster to see who is registered for a course. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next learning objective, and that is how to manage your Train record. So what happens after you finish taking your course? In some cases, there will be nothing else you need to do. In other cases, depending on how the course provider has set up the course, you may have a couple of simple tasks to finish up. You can perform these tasks under your dashboard of items. So going back to the Home tab, this is my dashboard. It says Teresa's Dashboard. I'm going to click on My Learning. There are a few other options, but we're not going to be talking about these options tonight. I would encourage you to explore these options on your own. I'm going to click on My Learning, and I'm going to select a course. As you can see, I have some that have been completed, but I have one that is in progress. I'm going to go ahead and click on that course. So this is the course registration management. So the completed button, in a lot of cases, once you complete a course, it automatically gets tagged as completed. But if it does not, then you can select completed and follow any simple prompts, if there are any from there. You can also archive a course and come back to it later, or if you decided that you did not want to take the course after all, or you cannot or did not make it to the course, you can withdraw yourself by clicking on Withdraw. When withdrawing from a course, you will have the option to remove it from your transcript, and we will talk about transcripts in a few moments. You will likely use completed and withdraw most often. From a unit leader perspective, advance notice that you cannot make a training as courtesy and could make or break a class cancellation for poor attendance and save any costs associated with printing of materials in support of this. In other words, if you decided you cannot take a course that you have registered for, you'll want to come in and manage your courses and click on Withdraw, and that would remove you from the course roster. So now you have taken some courses and you did not find these courses through Train, but you want to be able to have them show up on your training transcript. So first, let's talk about adding non-training courses. So say that you took an American Red Cross course, but you didn't register and take the course through Train Virginia. It's still possible to add it to your Train transcript. A transcript in Train is a record of all of your training, and Train does a great job of allowing you to track all of your training in one place. So again, I'm here at the home screen, and I want to go ahead and click on My Learning, and down below the course names, you'll see a button that says Train Transcript. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now for me, this is my training transcript. It's quite extensive, but I have in the center of my screen a section called Non-Trained Courses. Over to the right here, you have a button that says Add. So I can go ahead and click on Add, and then I want to go ahead and enter the details of that non-trained course. Anything with a red asterisk is a required field and must be completed. Okay. As you notice on the transcript, there are boxes that say Upload External Certificate. If the course provider, that is the person who established the course in Train, uploaded a certificate, that will become available to you upon course completion. You do not need to upload a certificate, but you will be given an opportunity to print that certificate for your records during the course completion task. But if this were a live course and the course instructor handed you a certificate, then you can upload it into Train. You simply scan it to your computer and then browse for it and upload it. So for the course this evening, there will be a certificate embedded in the course. So when you finish up the course, you'll be able to get that certificate. So I'm going to just go ahead down here and I'm going to show you upload external certificate. It's very easy. Basically, you put in the title of the certificate, which is a required field, and then you choose a file and determine which certificate to upload. And I'm going to go ahead and choose this certificate. And I'm actually not going to do it because I don't want that certificate associated with the course there, but that's the general idea, and it's as simple as that. As a side note, if it's important that your courses be verified in Train so that they show up as verified on your transcript, you will need to have proof, such as a certificate, to present to someone who is authorized to verify courses in Train. Often that is your unit leader. If you signed in on a roster or a roll call was taken, that would be enough proof that you were actually present and completed the course. As I mentioned earlier, I have uploaded a certificate, and I will be the one to verify your attendance for the class tonight. For it is with a webinar that if you do not withdraw from a course, we really don't know if you are there or not, and that's why we've asked you to type in your name and unit in the chat box. And finally, how do you obtain your training transcript? As I mentioned earlier, Train does a good job of tracking all of your training in one place. It's very easy to print and share that transcript. So coming back to the home screen, if you just simply came into the system and you wanted to go and just get your transcript, you come back to the home screen, click on My Learning, click on Train Transcript, and here you're back at your transcript. And you can email your transcript to yourself by clicking on Email Transcript and then typing in your email address in the box here and then clicking Send Transcript. Or you can export your transcript. Either way, it will be a PDF file that you'll receive. And I can go ahead and show you that. Very nice, nicely formatted transcript when you receive it. Okay.